Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I made a video. I just have not been up on my updates at all. It's been really crazy the past couple weeks and there has been a lot going on. Yeah, but I do want to continue to make videos and I do want to continue to have updates so that as I go back through my challenge, I can personally have kind of good recollection of each week of what's going on. So I'm a little upset that I haven't made a video in a long time, so I'm forcing myself to tonight, even though I really didn't want to, and I am not ready or anything like that. It's actually like 4 a.m. I am staying up late so that I can sleep all day tomorrow for my night shift on Tuesday night. So this is fun. This has really been a great time. I'm probably gonna go to bed in an hour here or two and then sleep until I have to wake up and do cardio. So yeah, as far as recent updates, it has been a while, so I'm not really sure where I left off. As far as what I was doing, I believe I did my last video and I was still doing shrimp and tuna, which I'm not doing anymore, and I haven't been for about 2 weeks now. Maybe a week and a half, more like a week. I've been doing tilapia and that has been actually pretty good. Tilapia is not so bad. It doesn't taste fishy at all, which I like because I typically don't do the fishy flavor very well at all. So that has been good. Over the past few weeks, I have had a very rough time adjusting. I don't know why. I think it's night shift and everything. As you can tell, my hair, wow. Everything I keep fiddling is because I'm clearly all over the place and kind of a mess. But that's okay, because this YouTube channel is to be raw and real and show you the really rough side of everything and the good sides and the bad. So I apologize for me looking a little rough. As far as, yeah, the last 2 weeks, really rough transition. I don't know why. I think it just kind of hit, just stress and tired and cutting calories and work and everything being new all at once. Yeah, definitely had a couple mental breakdowns and poor Caleb has had a lot to deal with. My parents have had a lot to deal with, my family, but that's okay. They're all very supportive and they've all been awesome through the whole thing. And yeah, as far as competing, like I said, I'm on tilapia. I have cut my carbs quite a bit. I only get like half a sweet potato and I think a 4th cup of oats. Not I think, I do only get a 4th cup of oats. I'm sorry, again, I'm very tired. And yeah, otherwise I get veggies and tilapia and egg whites and avocado. So when we supplement out with carbs, we are filling in with fat, so it's not like I'm not eating a lot or anything like that. Like, I'm still eating a lot. I feel maybe hungrier because I don't have as much carbs, and that's like more tired hungry. Also, when I am tired, I do get very hungry. And so me switching my schedule a lot, especially sleeping being so weird on night shift, that's made me kind of crave more food at certain points, but not too terrible. I don't feel like I'm not eating a lot, which is odd, but it's getting harder and harder to be around people with like pizza and burgers and all that because it smells so good. I almost like tackled a nurse last night for her pizza. Yeah, so that's a little rough lately, but otherwise it's been good. Before, being around other people and food like sucked kind of, but now it's like really hard sometimes. And yeah, that is kind of the bulk of that. I'm on a fat burner currently. We did up, like, I was doing half a dose for like a little bit, maybe a month or two, and then now I'm doing like a full dose, so like the full recommended serving of the fat burners. I'm currently doing Phorm's 1 DB Goddess. I really like it. It's it's a good stimulant fat burner. That I usually get really sick feeling on fat burners, or I just get like headachy and gross, and it was because I didn't eat often enough on them, and that's something I would recommend. I wouldn't ever recommend a fat burner first if you're like just getting into working out or anything like that. It's not really, I don't know, it's not the first product I would take, and I typically never take one. I only take one. I'm taking one right now because I feel like I'm working out and doing something intense enough to require it. But yeah, it's a stimulant fat burner, which I before tried when I wasn't that serious. I was just like working out and eating pretty healthy, and I would get so sick. Like I would feel just nauseous and headachy, and like I was gonna faint, and it was because I definitely did not eat often enough and drink enough water and all the things you have to do with a fat burner to make them successful. So I did not enjoy any of the fat burners I've tried previously, and I was really scared that I was going to have that happen with this one because I just had bad reactions, and I have not at all. I've actually really been enjoying it, even on the full dose of it. Not a problem, and it actually gives you a little bit of energy. There's caffeine in there, really nice. It does make you a little bit hotter throughout the day because it's like a thermogenic, so it's gonna just raise your body temperature a little bit. So yeah, at work I just will stand and sweat sometimes, which is really fun. And yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm also in CLA, L-carnitine, and I've been taking those consistently, which has been good. And those are non-stimulant fat burners, so they're just more rev up metabolism, things like that. CLA improves fat loss, is pretty good in general. If I were gonna take a fat burner just to take one and not be that serious about fitness, I'd definitely go get some CLA. Very recommended. And yeah, I also got my protein taken away. I also can't have peanut butter, which was like, I like almond butter, coconut almond butter. Go to the store, coconut almond butter will get you through any sweet craving, any period craving. Coconut almond butter on a rice cake is the way to do it. And I just get a rice cake now, so the little bit of joy on top of it is gone. But that's okay. Maybe that's why I had mental breakdowns, is I no longer can eat peanut butter. Yeah, so just really lean for this last month. I'm even still not leaning out completely as much as I feel like I should be for being under a month out. Good God. Yeah, I am really close, so I don't quite feel lean enough, and I don't quite feel ready, which is a little worrying, but that's okay, because I know that it's like my first time doing it, and my body's adjusting, and body adjustments are slow, and sometimes they don't completely turn out the way you think they will, because you compare yourself to people who've been doing it for years, or have done multiple shows, or you know, are masters at it. Like, you look at the pros and you're like, wow, why don't I look like a pro? And I think that's really hard to get over mentally, is the why am I not here yet, when I'd have not put myself nearly to the point that they have. And it takes time. So that is a new one for me, and I think that has also been kind of hard to deal with because I feel unready and I feel unprepared. But all you can do is keep practicing and keep going and keep trying, and hopefully it works out. And that's the plan. So yeah, right now workout kind of sucks because I am very used to living off carbs and tons of protein and food and lifting heavy, and I just love to lift heavy. And lately I literally lift like 4 sets of a couple work lifts, and I'm so dead. Like, I'm tired, and like my muscles are tired. I don't have to lift very hard or for very long to get tired, which is weird. And like, honestly, the first time it happened was like a leg day, and I didn't understand. I was like, God, I must just be like out of it and like not feeling the gym today. And I never even like connected, oh, it's like your calories are lower and you can't lift as hard and heavy. And I definitely probably pushed it, but Now that I know, I am not lifting quite as hard because it also is a point where you are tired, your body is like a little bit more stressed, so you can get hurt a little easier. Not like I'm doing anything crazy bad or anything, just you have to be a little more careful. And so I'm focusing more on cardio right now, especially because I do need to lean out a little bit more. So I have 4 rounds of HIIT every week in the morning, fasted, and then I am doing a light lift and cardio sustained, so steady state cardio. So that means just like 30 minutes of keeping your heart rate. Mine's like 120 to 130, like 35-ish. Doing that for like 30 minutes, and yeah, so cardio is my life now. Which it's not too terrible because my HIIT's only 15 minutes, and I mean, it's not really hard to get your heart rate in between that range. It's like a jog, or like, depending, you can incline the treadmill and make it a quick walk or something, but it's not very hard to get your heart rate that high and keep it there after it's there. So the 30 minutes kind of sucks, but it's not like sprinting, or it's bearable, I suppose. So yeah, that is cardio life, and that is my update so far. Okay, I'm sorry. This is hard. So yeah, I am trying to stay awake so that I can go sleep all day. And that is what I kind of went to my coaching session this last week, and I just was panicked because I forgot my lunch one of the days, and I'm like just kind of forgetful, and I feel unready, I feel unprepared. And I know that's how a lot of people feel before a show and before their first show, I'm sure. And it's nothing new, and I just have to stick with it. And even if I like don't come out on the end like exactly how I imagined, or I am behind a little bit, that's just like, it just shows where you can improve, and like it's just your body making adjustments, and like it just shows how my body responds to things and doesn't respond to other things, and what I need to adjust to make it respond better next time. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm doing this because I want to, and I like enjoy it. That sounds super weird, but I've actually really enjoyed it. I honestly would have no problems doing another show, and people think the food part is so weird, but it's I don't know, I haven't thought about it too much. I mean, when I'm around it and people are eating, like if someone ate a burger in front of me right now, that would just be pure torture. And like, I get that, but I'm like 3 weeks out, and so in my head I'm like, okay, like 3 weeks, I've been doing this for 10, what's 3 more, even if they're like a little bit tougher. So, and it's only 12 weeks. I mean, like, honestly, if you think about how much of your year and your life is that's like not that much, and you get to go live and eat whatever you want any other day, so it's not that bad. I think it all depends on how you look at it. And a big thing I've also been thinking about is like, stop thinking about what you can't have and start thinking about what you do have. Like, I guess it's really hard for me right now because like I do have tilapia and veggies, but if I don't think about how I can't eat a burger right now, it just doesn't bother me anymore. And so I think that's really helped. I think it's all about your mindset and how you look at it. So that's been something that's been really cool to work on lately. And so that is how that's been going. It's been going well. We'll see. I think I'm all over the place with this video, but I went into my coaching session and I was just a little worried, a little, I don't know, doubting everything, and my coach just said that everything's going pretty good, and we'll see by the end of this week really on like where we're at, if I'm ready to compete, if he thinks I need to wait, or if my body's still doing good. Like I said, these last couple weeks have been pretty rough. I've been stressing a lot, and I don't think that helps. If you're not like emotionally stable, I think it affects your body way more than people realize. And while I wasn't like, freaking out. It was just, I was definitely overstressed and overtired, and I pushed it too far, and I'm definitely adjusting, and I think adjustments are just hard at first until you get used to them. So I'm getting better, and it is getting better. I really do miss my protein powder though in my oatmeal. Guys, if you've ever had Phorm protein powder in your oatmeal and coffee, just really appreciate it, because having it just gone has been a little rough, and I use it to flavor like everything. So yeah, lots of unflavored things, to be honest. I have people try my food and they're like, what are you eating? And I'm like, really? I think it's great because it just has like the most simple seasoning on it, and anything that's seasoned in some flavor I haven't had yet is amazing, because that's all I have, and the only thing that makes it different is the seasoning. So I guess I'm in a weird place right now, but it has been good otherwise, and I'm coming out of that adjustment, and I mean, I'm still in it, and I'm still learning at work, and that's still a lot and stressful, but I think the adjustments to night shift and me being a little bit like more mentally aware of that it's gonna be hard, and I think that initial hit of things changing is always shocking, and then once your body gets past that, and your mind, once your body and mind get past like the shock of everything changing and it happening, then it learns how to cope, and then it learns how to, all right, let's fix it, let's solve the problems, let's fix the mistakes, let's get good at it. And I think I'm in that phase of like, okay, like, yes, it hit ya, and I guess there's nothing we can do about it, but roll with it and keep going and keep trying and make it the best I can and do the best I can, so that when it comes down to the show day, I'm ready or I'm not. And I know that I did what I needed to do, and if my body just didn't respond as well as I wanted it to, then that's not on me, that's on not enough time, and that there's always another show, and you can always get better and better. And just because your body doesn't react to what you compare yourself to others, it doesn't mean your body didn't do something amazing, and like, it doesn't mean you didn't do something amazing, or it doesn't mean you messed up and you're a failure. It just means that you gotta pick it up and get back on the horse and try again. So that is my speech for the night, and that is my update. I am doing good. The last 2 weeks were pretty rough, so I apologize for no videos and no updates. But hopefully it is clear on here from here on out. And I also plan to make another video on Friday or Thursday this week, because I don't work. So 2 videos this week, just to, because I do have another meeting with my coach, and I will kind of update on that one, just as I haven't been doing a lot of updates. This video is a lot longer than typical because I have not done any updates for so long, so a little more talking tonight. And yeah, that is how it's going so far. I'm enjoying it still, even though it sounds like I'm not. And those last 2 weeks, I probably wasn't. But I never once thought about stopping or quitting, which is weird, because I've definitely thought about, oh, like, maybe I'm not ready, and like, I shouldn't do it because my body's not responding. But then another part of me was like, you know what? I've just done this for so many weeks, and I've put so much into it, and honestly, at this point, I'd rather go up on the stage and kind of get laughed at by everybody, but no, I still finished it, and then just do better next time than to just not even do it. But my coach says that we only compete if like my body's responding and feeling ready. So I guess like at that point, I would probably just wait and do another prep. But I would rather not. I would rather just go do it. So no part of me doesn't want to do it yet. I guess I don't really care to get laughed at, as long as I know I tried pretty hard. So yeah, I will just keep trying and getting better. And if this show isn't the best show ever, the next one will be. So yeah, you can always learn from your mistakes. And even if you didn't make any mistakes, or you did make mistakes, or you're just learning in general and it doesn't come out perfect the first time you do it. So yeah, that is update on week 10. I will be back later this week. Thanks for watching.